Hi, this is Jacob here, and in this quick tutorial, you'll learn how to use a for loop in VBA to process rows, calculate totals by multiplying two columns, and apply logic with an if statement, all in one go. This is the kind of loop that replaces repetitive formulas and scales to thousands of rows instantly. These were one of the first VBA codes I learned in my career 10 years ago, and you could perform so much automation once you learn the basic. Let's get started. So we have a data set here with item, quantity, unit price, and a column with total. And instead of multiplying it manually with a formula, which is obviously faster, then we're going to write it with a VBA code. I get this a lot on TikTok. Oh, that's way faster to just do manually or with a formula. Have you ever heard of formula? I get all these comments all the time, but people fail to understand the long-term game learning VBA. Because once you learn and understand the fundamentals, you can automate all your tasks, and then you will run around circles to normal Excel users that's just multiplying this and doing this manually. So without further ado, let's open Visual Basic. You can get here by pressing Alt F11. Then we're going to insert a module here. Then we will call it sub calculate invoice totals. Then we're going to dim WS as worksheet. We're going to dim last row as long, and we're going to dim I as long. And we're going to dim total as double. That's a variable where we're storing the totals. Then we're going to set WS equal this workbook dot sheets sheet 1. That's our sheet down here. And then we're going to define the last row. And last row we're going to set equal WS dot cells WS rows dot count and use column A to do an end Excel up dot row. That's how you find the last row. So this code will go all the way to the last row here and execute whatever we put in that goes to the last row. Then we're going to do a for loop. And these loops are so powerful to learn. And I'm going to show you why they are so powerful. So we're going to do a for I equals 2 to last row. We're going to use the last row here. And we're going to store a variable total. Set that equal to WS dot cells I, 2 dot value multiplied WS dot cells I, 3 dot value. That's our totals. And then we're going to write totals to column 4, column D. So we're going to do that with WS dot cells I 4 that value equal total. And then we can format the number. We do WS cells I 4 dot number format equal, and we're gonna write hashtag comma hashtag 0.00. And then we can also throw in a if statement to highlight whatever totals are bigger than 1000. If total is greater than 1000, then ws.cells I, 1 dot resize 1, 4 dot interior dot color equal RAB 255 230, 153. End if and do a next I. So an if statement here checks if the totals were written up here, if that total is greater than 1000, and then it highlights it with a color. Let's run it. And here you have it. I'm going to break down real quick why these loops are so powerful and what it did. So it multiplied the columns here all the way to the last row. Then it formatted it, and then it highlighted it here. You can play around with other color codes and other things you can automate to make your day-to-day office job easier. These loops are so powerful. And if you want to learn more, reach out to me on Instagram and TikTok if you have some ideas of content. And also, if you want to learn VBA, I have a full VBA course here on my YouTube channel. Feel free to check that out. I can link it here in the video. Like and subscribe because I have videos coming every day and tutorials coming every Wednesday. So that way you will learn VBA very fast and you can start automating your task. It becomes very fun when you become good at it because then you can really automate things to whole other levels.